Hello, I am Mr. Higbee. I am also the future best teacher of Arizona in 2020.
Who let you in?
Today I want to talk about something that's close and near to my heart. It's PLCs.
Office?
Now what is a PLC, you may ask? PLCs are when a group of teachers come together to impact student learning. Like the famous Defer said in 2006, it is an ongoing process in which educators work collaboratively in reoccurring cycles of collective inquiry and action research to achieve better results for the students they serve. Now, why are PLCs important? I'm glad you asked. According to the Communities of Continuous Inquiries and Improvement, PLCs increase commitment to the school mission and goals that were created. It also has teachers to work collaboratively together and have a shared responsibility in the process of impacting student learning. It also brings the commitment in making significant and lasting changes to student learning. It also reduces teachers feeling like they're just doing this all by themselves, like he is right now.
So you're telling me that this is going to reduce my work and it's going to make me feel a lot better about my teaching?
It sure will. Like Defer said, keeping in mind that PLCs are not just making sure students are being taught something. PLCs are to dedicate to the idea of their organization exists to ensure that students learn essential knowledge, skills, and dispositions in the classroom. So, teachers are not just teaching, they are also learning. There's a word that comes to mind when teachers are learning at a higher level. It is called andragogy.
I believe the word you're looking for is andragogy.
Thank you. Now, what is that? It means that instructions for adults needs to focus more on the process and less on the content being taught, according to Knowles, 1994. For example, teachers need to research case studies, role-playing, self-evaluations. The instructors are placed in a facilitator role and resource provider rather than a lecturer and grader.
So we teach each other.
Exactly. So when you want teachers to use andragogy, please keep in mind that there are 4 things that you need. Adults need to know why they need to learn something. Are you taking notes?
I sure am.
Good. 2, adults need to learn by experimenting. 3, adults approach learning as problem solving. And the last one, adults learn best when the topic is of immediate value.
Wait, this sounds like an older student teaching younger students?
Exactly.
Awesome.
So how do PLCs affect the school culture?
Yeah, how do they?
I was about to explain.
Sorry.
To have an effective PLC in the school, teachers and staff need to have a common agreed upon goal.
Makes sense.
Communication among staff is needed and required.
So does that mean I have to talk to Brenda?
You sure do. Also, each teacher is responsible for their actions and contributions to the learning community.
Which means I will no longer be picking up your slack, Brenda.
Awkward. Anyways, since PLCs means a professional learning community, teachers need to do the following when in a PLC. They need a clear and compelling vision of the purpose of their PLCs.
So no more stories about Brenda's cat.
Nope. Also, they need a collective commitment clarifying what each member of the community will be doing.
I got snacks.
Members in the community will work together to clarify what each student will be learning, how and when will they be accessed, What interventions are needed and what are the next steps for when each student meets the outcomes?
So essentially, it's going to be a well put together action plan?
Precisely. So remember, if the main focus of PLCs is to become more effective in helping students to learn, that also means that teachers need to be continuing to learn themselves. This is why it is important to contribute in PLCs, PDs, and in and out of the district. What's going on?
Before security takes you, I just want to say thank you very much for letting me know and explaining all about PLCs. Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, 80%. Way to go, Brenda.
Another 58 for me. What are you doing with your kids?
What do you mean?
You keep on getting these really good grades and mine are just not cutting it.
You know, honestly, I went to this amazing PD at another school, and they talked about writing and how to effectively teach it. So,
Here's an idea. Why don't you facilitate a PLC?
stop it, you crazy.
No, I'm serious. I mean, we already have all these speakers that are brought in. We literally don't learn anything from them. They don't know our kids. They don't know where
Sure.
they're at.
Yeah.
So it would only make sense for us, to facilitate a PLC. And
Yeah, but I don't feel very confident. Like, it's just one time. Like, it's just 180%. Like,
but here's the thing, though. You don't have to do it by yourself. When we get together for a PLC, it's all about group effort.
That's true.
All of us in our group could get together, collaborate, bring together student samples. We could determine where they're at, where they need to be.
we can also research other articles or other schools that have struggled with writing and have successes.
Absolutely. I mean, all that research is going to help us develop the action plan that we're going to need for our students.
And then we can deliver it in front of our staff, and yeah, I like it. And they actually might listen to our own PLC and not be bored or texting or end up not showing to it.
Absolutely. And the great thing about it is that if you're worried about doing it all by yourself, we can delegate all this stuff to the group that we're working with. You could be responsible for one thing, I could be responsible for another.
We can
Come
even get the
together.
literacy coach in here and like hear her opinions and what things that she's
Absolutely.
pulled together.
Yeah, and the very last thing we need to do is just deliver it to the staff. I think it'd be a really great idea for you to do it.
You know, I kind of think that you're right. I think I'm ready to facilitate, with your help, of course,
Definitely, because I'm
PLC. Because
kinda
clearly
I'm kinda
you're
tired of my
you're
58s
struggling.
already, so.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
I'm done grading then.
I've been done grading.
I can tell you.